Today on the channel, I'm going to show you how to make the best ever coconut cream summertime delight. To begin this coconut cream summertime delight, you will need 2 sleeves of graham crackers, and you'll need to break these up to a very small crumb. We're going to be using the food processor. To your 2 sleeves of graham crackers, you're going to add a half a cup of melted butter. If you did not have a food processor, you could do this by putting it into a plastic bag and just crushing them up using a rolling pin or whatever heavy you wanted to use. And then you'll mix this all together. You will then want to prepare your dish. We are using an 8 by 11, but you can use a 9 by 13. We will be hitting it with a little bit of nonstick spray. After you have mixed your butter with your cracker crumbs, your graham cracker crumbs, then you will add this to your prepared dish. And then you will begin to mash this or press it down in the bottom very tightly. I'm using a measuring cup to do this with. I'm starting around the edges. Once this is compressed down in there very tightly, then you are going to set it aside. I'm going to put it into the freezer so that the next layer is perfect. Next, you will need 2 8-ounces of cream cheese. You'll want this at room temperature and put it right into your mixing bowl. Again, this was at room temperature and we just cut it up a little bit. Now we're going to get our hand mixer, or if you have a stand mixer, you can use that as well. And we're just going to mix this up so that it gets softer before we add our sugar. Now that it's creamed, we're going to add some vanilla flavoring, and it is coconut. So we're going to add a little bit of coconut extract also to give it even more of that coconut flavor. Go easy with this though, it's strong. So I'm adding about a half of a teaspoon of the coconut extract, and I'll add about a full teaspoon of the vanilla, maybe a little more. We will also want to add 1 cup of confectionery sugar or powdered sugar, and we'll add it a little bit at a time. And I'm also going to get my spatula, and I'm going to work it in a little bit before I turn on the mixer so that we don't end up in a cloud of white dust. I'm just mixing in that sugar a little bit before I turn the mixer on it. Now that this is mixed, we're going to pull out our dish. This will be our first layer. Now you will add your cream cheese in dollops on top of your graham crackers. And then you will spread this out evenly. We're going to pop this back in the freezer, and then we're going to work on the next layer. For the next layer, you're going to need 2 packages, the 3.4 ounce of the coconut cream instant pudding. We are using a coconut cream instant pudding from Birch and Meadow. They're out of Utah, I think. It's a small company. So just put that in your mixing bowl. And to that, you're going to add 3 cups of milk. You can use any type of milk that you want to. I believe you could probably get by with even using almond milk if you want to. We're using a 2%. And then you're just going to mix this until it starts to thicken. Our pudding has gotten thick. So now I am going to add it to another layer, the next layer, on our coconut cream summer delight. We added a little bit of toasted coconut to this layer. That is optional. You do not have to do that. We just love coconut though. You will take your pudding and you're going to dollop it on here just around so that you can get it spread evenly. And then you're going to spread this out just like you did your cream cheese layer. After you get this smoothed out to to your liking. We're going to put this back in the freezer for 20 minutes and then we're going to come back with the finale. It's time for that last layer. It's going to be Cool Whip. You can make, well, this one is True Whip. You can use Cool Whip or you can make your own whipped cream. So you'll do the same thing. You're going to dollop this on your cake so that you can spread it evenly. And you'll spread it out even. We're going to be topping ours with some toasted coconut. You will find the recipe for this as well as the toasted coconut right down in the description. Have you hit the subscribe button yet? If not, take a moment and do that. We have a lot of nice recipes on the channel, and all of them are simply, they're simply delicious, but they're also simply easy. We have a lot more coming up. You'll want to put this in your refrigerator and leave it for at least 1 hour before you eat it and or serve it. Now my favorite part is the taste test. And you know you guys have to do this too. You have to make sure that it's fit for the people you're going to be feeding it to. This has been the easiest cake that I have made, and it will be perfect on these hot summer days. Oh my, that's a big bite. But I'm sure I can do this. I got it. That's delicious, folks. You guys have got to try this. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit notifications so that you get all of our recipes when they post. And until next time, stir the pot.